Hello and welcome to the Bronx, where it is primary day here in New York. You are looking live at a picture of Congressman Ritchie Torres, who, of course, endorsed Andrew Yang's campaign. Let's see, are there any other campaigns here on technically it's primary day. We're just calling it election day, though. There is John Sanchez. That's not a mayoral candidate. There is Ishia Bravo. That's not a mayoral candidate. But there are Yang people here, as you can see. There's also Oswald Feliz. And then, of course, you have the Andrew Yang for New York City Mayor van. Sammy Ravello for Bronx Borough President. Interesting. Yang for New York sign. Specific lit for the Bronx, it looks like. Interesting. And of course, here's Congressman Ritchie Torres. So the only results that we'll have tonight is the election day plus early vote first choice results, and it won't include absentee ballots. That's the only results we'll have tonight. So we won't really know who won unless somebody has like a huge advantage, and even then, you never know. But it looks like it's gonna be a close race. We're gonna see what happens. The good thing is, if you're watching the stream, you can help get out the vote right now. I think I heard Ritchie say that the turnout here is atrocious. I'm not sure. I think so, Darla, because he has the I voted sticker. He has a I voted sticker on, so. Hmm. Interesting. You might have to come get one by coming to the polls. Make sure you vote. So Yang, I don't know where he is. Uh, his van's here. This is his van. This is Ritchie Torres. I don't know where Yang is. I think this is actually the voting location here. This building. But very, very quiet. Not a lot of people.
Yeah, no, he's like he's abandoned his job. I think he wants to be. I hope all of that was. That's okay. No, it's okay.
Andrew's here.
Morning, everyone. Ritchie and Angel. There should be a TV show about you guys. And you should play yourselves. No casting necessary. Over here, which side are you using for this background? Okay, you want to do it here? Or which order? We got it next to my smile. Okay, great. I think it's probably the best thing. Did I? Right, you guys ready? Should we do a BX? Sure. Thank you. You are a wise young man. Who wants a pic? See you. Good feelings. Good feelings all around New York City. Because we are voting in a new mayor. It's going to be very exciting.
You're in a fighting spirit.
Oh yeah, I'm in a celebratory spirit. Because today's going to be an incredible day. We're going to have new leadership in New York City. We're going to turn the page. We're going to get the city working for us and our families. This is not the press avail, so
Yeah, can you walk
I'm going to go with the mic.
For sure.
Well, so we'll give you the real thing over there.
For sure.
Thanks.
No, that was the real thing.
Terrible idea.
That was the real thing.
mic stand set up.
It's going to be a great day.
I did.
Very exciting?
I did.
Very exciting? Ha!
I wrote myself in the back.
Ha! No, that's 2029.
Kidding. Yeah. I'm retiring from that. I'm gonna have my television show. That's.
Well, that too. I mean, heck, you can do both. Was you first or my first?
Go first. Richie just voted. Well, I'm proud to report that I voted for Andrew Yang.
Yeah!
And for me, he is the candidate who represents the clearest departure, the clearest rejection of the politics of the past. And so if this election is about change, which it should be, then Andrew Yang is going to be the next mayor of the city of New York. So without further ado, Andrew Yang.
Yes, hello! Everyone, it's election day. It feels great. Hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers are casting their ballots for change, for new leadership in New York. We're going to get the city working for us and our families. I can't wait to celebrate with you all tonight. And Ritchie, so grateful to you as one of the champions of this campaign, co-chair of the campaign. We're here in the Bronx, the poorest congressional district in the country that Ritchie represents, and we need to invest more right here in the Bronx. I want to be the anti-poverty mayor, make New York City an emblem of what we can do to alleviate poverty in the 21st century. We have big plans right here in the Bronx and throughout the city, and I cannot wait to get started. Happy to take questions from you all.
Andrew, your opponent,
Oh wait,
Eric
Jake, you want to
I'm sorry, I'm Marla Diamond, WCBS. Your opponent called you a liar and a fraud. What's your response to that?
We need to turn the page from the politics of attack and division. New Yorkers want leaders who are going to work with each other, going to collaborate. We're facing crises on multiple levels, and we need to come together.
Sean?
Oh, I guess I'll speak a little bit more on this. I was endorsed by the Police Captains Union just a couple of weeks ago, and the police captains and I don't agree on everything, but we agree that we need to deliver public safety here in New York City, and that's the kind of leadership that New Yorkers are looking for, someone who's going to bring people together and work with people they might not see eye to eye on every front, but that they'll still be able to get things done.
But how do you respond to critics who say that you're all fluff, that you really have no experience, that you're just like kind of a cheerleader for the city?
I was endorsed by the Police Captains Union of the NYPD and the firefighters, and there is no one more serious in New York City than these organizations in terms of keeping us and our families safe. And that should tell you all you need to know.
Well, can I actually add, he's the only mayoral candidate who's actually built a movement around a substantive issue, like basic income. And when the New York Times asked each and every mayoral candidate what are average home values in New York City, he was the only one to answer the question correctly. The only one.
Sean Pickley Times. On the question of public safety, sorry, this is other borough business. The Manhattan DA's race, do you want to weigh in on that? Do you have any feelings about it, who you voted for, and where safety, public safety, fits into your thinking about who you'd want to be in that office?
Maybe it's Oswald Police. Hello. How are you? Gracias. Thank you. I think they voted for me, or are in the process of voting for me. Gracias, senor. There were any number of strong candidates in the DA's race in Manhattan. The next mayor will have to work hand in hand with the Manhattan DA to make sure that we can keep our families safe moving forward. There are problems that should be addressed on both levels.
Did you vote for a candidate?
I did vote for a candidate.
Do you want to let us know who?
There are so many candidates in that race. I'm not going to share my vote at this time. But there were any number of very strong candidates.
Dean?
So I want to know, how are you feeling that we might not know about who's going to win this for maybe possibly several weeks? How are you feeling about that?
New Yorkers are not a very patient lot. But the fact is we are in all likelihood going to be waiting for a number of days and weeks to get the final results. And I've committed to waiting and respecting the process. I love ranked choice voting. I think it should be the future, not just here in New York City, but around the country. And in some cases, that might require a little bit more time to tabulate the results. But every vote should be counted. I'm willing to be patient. I hope the other candidates will be as well.
Can I ask what your routine was this morning, what you did before you started campaigning?
You didn't go to the gym at Park Slope?
I'm not even sure the gym was open at the time I woke up because, it was pretty early. Woke up bright and early, wanted to be at a polling site before they opened at 6 a.m., which we accomplished. My wife and I went to a local polling site in Hell's Kitchen around 5:55, which means I woke up, around 5 a.m. So there wasn't that much of an opportunity to do much other than get ready to campaign. But I did share some time with my wife, Evelyn, which was great. We had a really funny moment this morning talking about the campaign and how excited we are for today to be here. We feel like today is going to be a massive celebration.
And afterward, what are you going to do after tonight?
Well, tonight we're going to have a big party to celebrate an historic outcome. We think we're going to have a tremendous day and night tonight. And then after my hundreds of friends and I, including Ritchie, after we party into the night, I'm sure I'll wake up tomorrow and get to work.
Sitting on pins and needles, waiting for the results to come?
No, I feel great about today. New Yorkers, if you're watching this or listening to this and you haven't voted yet, get out and vote. You have until 9 p.m. No, you can't let this election go on without making your voice heard. So please do vote. Ranked choice voting, you get to support more than one candidate. It's a blast, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks, folks. Is that it?
One more question. We know who you ranked second, but who did you rank 3, 4, 5?
I did use all 5 of my choices, but I'm going to keep to myself who my 3rd and 4th and 5th choices were. Thanks, folks. Thank you, everyone. Let's go, New York City.
Good luck, guys.
Get out there and vote. Let's turn the page. Let's deliver real change to this city. It's been waiting for far too long.
Community grilling.
No. The other one's is the operator, the wise head, the strategist.
Yeah, that's kind of how we are.
No. That's how you guys in the future. Thank you so much for backing me in this campaign. We win tonight, man. The sky's the freaking limit.
Oh, wow.
And I feel, it's I think people are seeing what we saw. Literally minute by minute, stuff's unfolding, just where the curves meet.
How are you feeling about
I mean, the early vote's been great for us. If you look at the neighborhoods and districts where turnout was high early, it's districts that favor me heavily. And then turnout today, what's interesting is in most of the models, heavy turnout favors me.
Yeah.
But
also early voting favors me.
And also early voting favors me. So we feel really good. There are a lot of things in the numbers that are very promising. I'll give you one example. 37% of the absentee ballots that were submitted for just yesterday were
What's the historic average? Much lower.
It's 22, or lower actually. And I think it's 22. 22 is even lower. So it's almost a choice now. And so there are different data points we look at. Because whenever polling they use doesn't account for something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, how are you? Do you want to say hello?
No, I think that's shoes. You take a picture.
Oh, cool. Hi there. How are you? Good to see you.
Vote for Andrew Yang, #1.
Oh, wait.
So I may or may not have heard incorrectly. It was hard to hear, but I may have heard Andrew say that 37% of early or of absentee ballots that were returned are Orthodox Jewish votes, which Yang's winning by 50% or more.
Oh, that's Ritchie Torres. That's your congressman. I'm running to be your mayor.
He's endorsing us.
He and I are friends and we're teaming up.
No, it's because I live like literally 2 down the block, and I come in like, what's happening here?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought it was just, they were just doing their 8th grade.
Now, you can vote right here, right now. Walk right in and vote.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you'll rank him number 1, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you do for our kids. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
He said, "I hope you win."
John was telling me today media is going to be
Yeah, we literally need.
There's a polling site in Constitution that I have to go to because of the
Yeah, this is my husband. He's a Marine Corps veteran.
Thank you. Look at that, it's son-in-law. Guys are free of.
Do you mind if I take a picture?
Of course not. Free of baby duty for a
Mom,
day.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna take a picture.
I know how it is. I know how it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick picture.
Of course.
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Thank
Let's
you.
switch. Let's get a pic with her.
Oh, yes. Alright, great. Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Of course. Thank you both. Congratulations on the beautiful family.
Thank you. That you win the
Thank you.
came to New York.
Yeah. After I win this thing, I'll be back to do some good.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We like Oswald. But he seems like a good guy.
He just won a special. So.
She said, "I hope you win. We need change in New York." He said Asians? Interesting. Okay, so 37% of the early vote is either, he said something like 37% of the early vote is Asian or Orthodox Jewish. I couldn't hear it correctly.
All right. We're gonna head out. Just like that, huh? Just like that.
Well, the Yang team is leaving stream. The next event will be shortly. We gotta get on the move and get started running to that event. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and goodbye. Next stream, thank you all. Please like the video. Make sure, if you haven't voted yet, that you vote, and also make sure you sign up to volunteer to help get out the vote. You can do that on Mobilize. Alright, see you guys. The hashtag is just whatever you feel.